Hi guys, long time no see. Sorry I've been gone so long. Been back to work, and with the two kids and all the running, training for Olone, I just couldn't find time to edit. I got a ton of footage in the can, and I promise I'm gonna get on it. I have a ton of stuff to crank out, and I just need to start doing it. And I'm gonna dedicate every day. I'm gonna try to dedicate 15 minutes to editing. That way, at least once a week, I can get a video out. That seems like a reasonable timeline. So welcome back. I promise after this I'll start dropping videos once a week. I'm headed to Mount Baldy, or Mount San Antonio, and I'm gonna sleep in my car tonight at the Notch restaurant, and first thing in the morning I'm hitting the course, and I'm gonna find all the punches, hopefully before nightfall. I'm gonna find all the punches before nightfall, and then I'm gonna try to do a reverse loop, and if I successfully complete a reverse loop, I don't know what I'll do after that. We'll see. Yeah. I spent about 45 minutes on the phone the other night with Aaron, and he gave me directions. So hopefully that'll help. I've watched all the videos and read all the race reports and stuff that I can. So I think I'm as prepared as I can be. So this is 370 miles from my house, so quite a road trip. And of course I have 2.5 kids, so that means I need to not waste a bunch of money. So I gave myself a $30 food budget for 3 days. Sunday, part of Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. More than 3 days. And so far I've only spent $16.20. I'll go over some of the food I got later. Maybe not. And so I'm doing good there. Brought a bunch of spare leftover running food and stuff that I've had at the house. So hopefully that will help to stretch out my calories. I just trying to be super frugal lately and save money for races. I'd rather get race results than waste money on things I don't need. Gusty wind warning. Anyway, so that's about it. I'm just driving past Mount Hamilton basically, and long ways to go. I won't get there till after midnight, so check back in and go from there. Oh man, good morning. Here I am, 1:45 at my destination, 6,425 feet. I swear I feel it just a little bit. Maybe it's in my imagination. My resting heart rate right now is 68, so no problems there. I'm literally like on top of 2 GPS points, like within spitting distance of where I am. So that's pretty cool. There was somebody here when I got here in their car, just like chilling. And I think I scared them off because I got out of my car and like went to the bathroom and they took off. So I'm all by myself. I'm gonna sleep as much as I can, and get all my stuff ready in the morning, and set off. Yeah, hope I got everything. Sure hope I didn't forget my water filter. I don't think I did. I think I got everything. I'm having an ant problem in my car. Somehow ants got in my car. I had like a garbage behind my seat, one of those little garbages, and I left something in there, and it's really annoying, but I'm making do. What else? A shitload of food on the way up here, mostly junk food, but lots of calories, so hopefully I'll be able to poop in the morning and be done with that. Hope nobody bothers me here. Bologna sandwiches and cookies and chips is what I ate on the way up here. And some peanuts and some applesauce. And yeah, what else? I'm tired. I drove for 7 hours and I worked 8 hours. 16-hour day, 17, 18-hour day, who knows. Anyway, so I'm gonna lay back and sleep here with like no blankets or anything. I'll use my coat to cover up. And I'm really excited to see what this place looks like in the morning. I'm so intimidated right now. just looking around and looking at some of these cliff faces that I know I have to like scramble up is intimidating. So, yeah. Is that a light? Is that my imagination? It's eerie up here. My GPS failed me. Good thing I have Gaia. I wouldn't know what I would have done. Yeah, anyway. I don't think I can drive right to the notch because maybe I can. I don't know. I'm really close to it. I'm probably within walking distance of it, but I'll see in the morning. Anyway, I'm going to get some sleep and finish my awesome Stephen King book I've been reading. I've been really enjoying that. And that's it. Good morning. It's 7:15. I got all my gear ready. Here I am. That's the notch right there behind me, I think. And I don't know, but that sure looks an awful lot like Eric's plunge right there. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. I'm nervous, man. I really am. I had to poop in the rocks this morning. That was terrible, but I did it. Some other people here with me. I don't know what the hell they're doing. But here I go. Sun's starting to come out. I gotta make it back to my car before dark. So, here I go. Alright, here I am. I think that's Mount Baldy right there. I think. I'm at the notch. Met a couple of guys here hiking up here. Nice guys. I took a shortcut. I beat them. Just looking for a place to go to the bathroom. And I'm gonna set off. It is gonna be about 8:30 or so when I start, so wish me luck. Okay, it's 10:30, a little more than 2 hours in, and I just finished Eric's plunge, arguably the scariest part of this whole course. There it is right behind me. You can see there's only one little line to come down, and I was coming down hands and feet on my belly. And I think I can go faster next time. I was really scared to lose my footing and just like roll all the way down the mountain. But next time I think I'll be a little faster. So I'm going to keep going up to Satan's Ridge here and then on down to hell. Been on the trail for 5 hours. Just reapplied my sunblock. Sitting here in the sun, not for my health, but to avoid the bugs, because Molten Creek is right here behind me. And if you sit in the shade near water, you will get eaten alive by mosquitoes and everything else. So you don't do that. Got my water bottles filled up. I drank 2 liters of water. You're right on there. I could not find Punch B. I was so close. I know I was right there. But I crawled up and down for like 35-40 minutes. And I couldn't find it, and I just gave up. Eric's plunge was not as scary as I thought it was going to be. Man, looking back on it, when I look back from Satan's Ridge, it just looks so fucking scary. It's so steep, but it wasn't so bad. I actually was thought that going down the into hell was maybe just as scary. Actually, I've developed this really great technique by the end where I was just like half sliding in an avalanche and half power walking down the mountain. It was pretty cool. Once I figure out where Punch B is, and I practice that route a couple times, I bet you I can get some pretty good speed coming down there. I'm about to head up to the upper basin, and hopefully I'll be able to get to my car and get myself a little rest and food. Today I'm going to focus on just try to finding all the punches, and then maybe tomorrow do a proper loop. I don't know. I can see why nobody finishes the 50K. 5 hours in, I haven't even found one punch. I mean, if I knew where all the punches were, this would not be so bad. Not at all. Which is why I'm doing this. So between here, this trip, and in July, I'm going to locate all the punches. And then I'll start coming down here more often. Maybe I'll come down here once every couple months. And just keep practicing and practicing until I can finish. I'm going to finish. There's nothing that's going to stop me from finishing this race. Alright, I'm on day 2 of my Baldy adventures. Yesterday, I went up and did the course the main way and tried to find Punch B, and I didn't turn left at Satan's Ridge. I thought turning left meant following the trail to the left of the ridge rather than right of the ridge, and I went down and followed some trail, which was nowhere I was supposed to go. I was supposed to go down right there, and there would have been the punch. And then you get off of that ridge before it gets too sketchy, and then you go down the scree, which is what I did, but I went down the scree like way too far down. So I know where I made my mistake there. Impending Doom and the Upper Basin, I got that, I guess. I mean, it sucked. Upper Basin was easy, I felt. Didn't get really scratched up, but coming up Impending Doom was just a nightmare. It was terrible. I really would have rather went to the left and went up the super steep scree and just towed in. You know what I mean? And like, my thoughts about an ice axe are totally right. I'm getting an ice axe because I can tow in on the scree, that's like this loose scree, and just go straight up it. I can avoid switchbacks, and I can descend that scree much faster with an axe. I had a stick that I was using that was about 6 inches long, and it had a little thing for my finger that gave me like a little bit of a grip, and I would punch it into the scree and slide down and use it as like a brake, and it was perfect. And I think with a little bit of practice, I could make that technique work really well. As I suspected, I think navigation is the biggest part. You know, how do you go faster in this terrain? I guess you can practice on the terrain. You can do that, definitely, and that will definitely make you faster in a certain sense. But I think the biggest thing you can do to help yourself on this course is to know it. And I just can't even imagine right now doing the parts of the course that I hadn't done before in the daylight at night. I just can't even fathom that. Because when it's daylight, I can see if I'm going to lead myself into like something that's too dangerous to do. And in the night, I couldn't do that. And oh my goodness, I would never want to do parts of the course at night until I'd done it in the day. Holy moly. You people that have done that are crazy. What else? So today, I'm going to film more. I didn't film that much yesterday, and I regret that. So today I'm going to head down Quitter's Road until I get back to where I came up and off of Impending Doom, and I'm going to continue the course that way. And you know what? No, I'm not going to do that. Scratch that. I'm going to start with Jenny's Crawl and go to Candyland and then up to Heaven and down to the Triumph Road. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do today and complete that part of the course. Because I feel like Emilio's Way is pretty straightforward. I figured out a new way to use Gaia, which is with the topographical lines, and I felt it much easier to plan my route and to know where definitely needed to utilize. I should have been utilizing that before. So what else? Let's check out my digs. This was my bedroom last night. Just my jacket and something super hard to lay my head on. I tried to sleep in the chair here, but I just could not get comfortable. But back there, I ended up sleeping pretty good. I slept till like 7:30 until these guys showed up and woke me up. Anyway, I'm just eating bologna and cheese and beans and bread and just anything I can get in myself right now. Well, I got super dehydrated yesterday, man. After I came down off the mountain, I drank 3 big glasses of root beer and a non-alcoholic beer, and that was like 40 ounces of fluid, and like I didn't pee. I was really dehydrated. So I gotta force myself to drink water out there, even when I don't really feel like it. Oh my god, this dude with all the dogs. This dude came by earlier, and he's got these 3 dogs hanging out his window. That's the funniest thing. They're big ass dogs, and he's got a little car. Well, next time I need to plan better. I need to get a solar shower, for sure. The bugs. If you ever come out here, the bugs are awful, okay? So you need to have, I forgot my DEET. I have my Thermalin. Is that what it's called? Thermalin? Permalin? Permalin. You know what I'm talking about? The stuff you spray on your clothes. And I used that, but it was really not even necessary. What I should have had was I forgot my long sleeve shirt, so I got burned by the sun, and I couldn't keep the mosquitoes off me. Luckily, the mosquitoes didn't want anything to do with my arms because of all the sunblock, I guess. But what they wanted was my breath. They wanted my face so bad. What I ended up having to do was wear my mosquito net, which I'm so glad that I brought. So make sure if you come out here, at least this time of year, but I would just always have it with you when you're out here. Because I couldn't, that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to sleep on the course at any time on this trip, because I don't have proper insect repellent. I need DEET, I need long sleeves. I had my mosquito net, that was perfect. If you don't have a mosquito net, they're $2 at Walmart. So pick one up. They're super useful. Next time I'm gonna pack all Gatorade, super sweet Gatorade, because I need the calories and like the energy. And I need ice. I need a good ice chest. I need to bring more of my non-alcoholic beer and some soda with calories. Definitely having a problem getting enough calories down, and if I had soda, that would be easier to get more calories down. I'm drinking water, and it's just awful. I don't even know where I'm gonna fill up this morning. I'm gonna head down to the restaurant and see if they'll fill me up. What else? Well, when I went out yesterday, I had 3.5 liters of water. Oh, 3.5 liters. And that was good because I filled up at Molten Creek. And the water there is really cold. It's nice. But the bugs are so bad that it was all I could do to fill up my water bottles and filter the water into them. And I just barely finished doing that. I just wanted to get the hell out of there because of all the bugs. So, definitely should have brought my DEET. I experimented with, at somebody's recommendation, some like little bags of resealable frosting. That was like a trail food, which was okay. I guess as an alternative to gels, it's cheaper. You can get like basically 4 gel servings, like 400 or 500 calories in this little pouch of like vanilla frosting or cream cheese frosting. I mean, let's face it. People can try to tell themselves that there's complex carbohydrates or whatever. I guess there is in a gel, but your body breaks down a complex carbohydrate and lickety split to a regular carb, which is, well, just after the energy, okay? And I'm after the energy cheap, and I can't spend fucking $1 for 100 calories. I just can't do it. It's too much money. I spent $1 for 500 calories. 2 months on, and I still have not shook this cough. 2 colds. And this cough, man, just won't go away. What else? It's 8 in the morning, 8:39. Holy moly, 8:39. I'm probably not going to get onto the course until like 10 or 11, but that's okay. I'm going to go up, do Mount Baldy, and come back down to my car and sleep. And then maybe in the morning, I'll go try to find Punch B, and then come back up Eric's Plunge, just to practice that one time. Honestly, I think it's much more difficult to come up Hades and Satan's Ridge than it will be to come up Eric's Plunge. That's my opinion. I'm super worried about the big climb.
That hill is intimidating. I saw it from where I was parked, and it just looks scary as hell. So that's like the first thing I'm going to do today is go down Jenny's Crawl, find the punch that's there by the painted rock or whatever, and then I'm going to go up the big climb to Candyland. No, yeah, up the big climb, and then up. And I'm assuming that from the big climb you take the Devil's Backbone Trail to the summit of Mount Baldy. But I suppose you could just cut some corners if you wanted, if you find the right places. Yeah, anyway, I don't know if I have much else to say.
Okay, starting out for the day. This is Jenny's Crawl, and getting feedback in my headphones, so it's making me talk super slow. I'll have to learn to deal with that. Just want to give you guys a taste of what Jenny's Crawl is like. I've went 0.2 miles in 20 minutes, and you can see where I came from. It's about, I don't know, 45, 50 degrees. And what you want to remember is that these loose rocks are your friend. It's the only way to get up. You got to toe in and just, slowly crawl up. I highly recommend poles. I would wish I had ice axes, honestly. Um, I almost lost it down there on a like a bear patch, and almost slid down like 100 yards, but caught myself. Um, so just headed up to the big climb, and I think maybe only another 300 yards, hopefully. You can see the notch up there, and I don't think you can see Telegraph Peak. But yeah, mosquito nest, only way to go.
Here I am at the top of Candyland. Got a friend here. Alright, I had to cut the audio for this video because this is terrible. But we got a goat here. An amazing view. I want to talk about the big climb. It was super easy, man. It was all trail. The whole thing. No problem. Easy peasy. Tough. Steep. But, you can't get lost. And Candyland is Candyland, obviously, because it's so easy. Oh my gosh, it's so easy. The altitude. Sorry, I'm reviewing my notes here. Otherwise, I'll forget. The altitude was not so bad. Easy to deal with. I felt it a little. I want more. That's what I want. Jules Gap. I read somewhere that somebody thought it was crazy to go down that way, and I didn't feel that at all. I just kept following the trail. I never felt like I don't know. Maybe it's because I had my GPS. I don't know. So I never went to Emilio's Way. I was gonna sleep again in my car and do it the next day, but family calling, and I felt like I had to go home. So I'm going back on July 8th through the 12th. Spend 4 days there, and I'm gonna do as hard a run as I can until I'm completely exhausted, and then I'm gonna sleep, and then I'm gonna do another loop of the course and do some really slow, intricate filming and stuff. So, what else? I had my lack of resources kind of stopped me mostly on this run. I couldn't eat and drink enough, and I need to do that quicker and not wait until I'm depleted already. And yeah, so I hope you enjoy the video, and I'll see you back for more.